Good morning. Thank you very much for watching this YouTube channel. First, I'd like to recite Namu Amida Buddha 10 times. Raidaihi Aimin Gonen Dosho Junen Namu Amida Buddha, 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 Namu Amida Buddha. Once again, good morning and aloha and happy Easter today. Although we have to stay at home, but we can do whatever we can do. So enjoy this moment. It's very important. So I do reading books, cleaning the office. There are actually many things to do, although I don't go out. But the most important thing is that we stay at home. We follow the order is the most important thing, and that's the best we can do. So thank you very much for staying at home and watching this YouTube and to do the Sunday service. The today's theme is about what is Buddhism? What is the essence of Buddhism? Because this is so simple and so interesting because there are so many answers. And several years ago, at the Buddhist Council Bodhi service, Dr. Morita, sorry, I think, sorry. So anyway, the speaker actually he came to the Kauai and he made a question to the audience. Dr. Masuda, sorry, I'm sorry. So Dr. Masuda came to make a question. What is Buddhism? What is the essence of Buddhism? How do you describe Buddhism in a few words? And the answer was very interesting because so many answers and all answers are true. And I was also thinking, so some answers like, oh, what is Buddhism? Buddhism is a compassion. Buddhism is a wisdom. Oh, some say Buddhism is a non-attachment. Oh, Buddhism is a teaching of present moment, how we can live in this moment. And also Buddhism is a wisdom. And so there can be many teaching. And I was thinking, oh, Buddhism must be teaching of happiness, happiness. So all answers are true because Buddhism has a long history and there are many types of Buddhism and there are many people exist. And also there are many Buddhas, Amida Buddha, Medicine Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, so many Buddhas. So because of the so vast knowledge and most many answers, this question is very simple but yet very interesting. So from time to time, I always ask myself, what is Buddhism and how can I explain Buddhism so simply? And more words and in detail, kind of easy because we just add information, right? But how we can transmit in a short words, in a shorter words, in a shorter moment, so that we can save time and save energy. And if I can transmit Buddhism instantly to you, that's the best thing we can do. So as a Japanese tradition, we try to use less words. Explanation by less words means that we all save time and most important thing is that we don't know when to die. So if we can spend less time for explanation or transmission of what is Buddhism, we can do things for other things, right? And by preparing for the death means that by preparing how we can live the best way. And we don't waste the time. We don't waste the time is the most important thing. So what is Buddhism? What is the essence of Buddhism? Is a truly, truly good question and you can enjoy forever. So anyway, what is the essence of Buddhism? Our master, Honen Shonin, once questioned. He asked himself, what is a Buddhism? And he realized that also there are many types of Buddhism, like Theravada Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism, esoteric Buddhism, Jodo Buddhism, Zen Buddhism. There are many types of Buddhism, but he found that ultimately Buddhism can be described as three things called Sangaku, one word. Sangaku literally means three studies, three studies. And three studies is translated into threefold discipline. So Honen Shonin see Buddhism as threefold discipline. So threefold discipline. All Buddhism, all Buddhist schools teach threefold discipline according to their understanding. So Theravada Buddhism has also threefold disciplines, and Mahayana also has Theravada Buddhism, and esoteric Buddhism also has a threefold disciplines. And threefold discipline is a three steps: precepts, meditation, and wisdom. Precepts, Kaikyo-ge in Japanese. Kaikyo-ge is a precept, meditation, and wisdom. Then three steps. And at the time of Ohigan, I talked about 6 ways of perfection of wisdom that called Rokuharamitsu in Japanese. So 6 ways of practice is like starting from Dana, donation, Shila, perception, and Kshanti, perseverance, patience, and Virya is making efforts, and Dhyana is meditation, and Prajna. So we Mahayana tradition, 6 ways of perfection. So Honen Shonin actually condensed, made it very short, 3 items. So he took other, unnecessary things, and then the essence, the very essence of Buddhism is precepts, meditation, and wisdom. And precepts is understood as like rules. Whenever we do, we have rule, right? So for calligraphy, the first thing is that we understand the very basic stroke. Like we have 9 or 11 basic stroke. So 1 has also a very basic stroke, and mastering by more what we call kata, right? Or strokes. Then we can adjust for any occasion. We can use that kata for any occasion. Tea ceremony, judo, or kendo, whatever Japanese culture, they teaches the importance of the very basic attitude called kata or mold. Even the baseball too, the basic action like throw and catch, right? We repeat, and then Sakka too, we have repetition of basic action again and again. Then we do the concentration, meditation, and then we get higher level of wisdom, right? So making, sorry, I don't do the sushi, but sushi same thing. Yeah? So anyway, that is four discipline called Sangaku in Japanese. So precepts, meditation, and wisdom. The three steps is Buddhism can be said ultimately. Then Honen Shonin realized that, however, when he reflected himself, even Master Shantao says that if your precepts of body and mind, if you are not, if you don't have pure precepts, you can't see Amida Buddha. So, シーラ症状ならなれば三昧厳然せず is a Honen that is Master Shanta was saying, and he realized that if your precept, you don't follow the precept purely, you cannot see Amida Buddha, you cannot go to Amida Buddha's place. That is his understanding. And it's very interesting because Honen Shorin was known as the #1 wise at the time. And also he is known as to follow the precepts very strictly. He was a man, he was a man of less desires, and he strictly followed the rules. But yet Honen Shorin realized that I cannot follow the precepts. And the reason why I think because we think action and thoughts are two different things. Action and thoughts. In Buddhism, even thoughts can be considered to be action. So we sometimes have a desire, like not good thing, like jealousy or hatred or something kind of bad thing, feeling. Even the thoughts can be considered to be action. So Honen Shonin truly reflected himself that he was a man of not following the precepts. So he was a very honest person, and so he deeply realized that he cannot follow the Buddhist precepts. Then he talking about meditation. Meditation also same thing. The thoughts coming one after another, like regret, worry. We all human beings have so many regrets, right? Even though present moment is very important, but we always think from time to time. Honen Shonin also confessed, my thoughts are like a monkey, flinch from branch to branch. So monkey coming again, flits to branch. So that is like our thoughts that Honen Shonin confessed. So without, following the precepts, without having deep meditation, how can we reach the prajna or wisdom? That is Honen Shonin's true confession and reflection. Then he tried to look for Buddhist teaching. Yeah, so many teaching. Toripitaka. Toripitaka is Japanese Issai-kyo or Daizo-kyo. So he wanted to see the proof that the best teaching for the Honen Shonin himself, the best teaching that can apply to everybody who is not wise, who cannot follow the rules, who cannot have meditation. So he read many books. Toripitaka is a vast amount of Buddhist documents. Like Toripitaka divided in three parts, like Vinaya Pitaka. Vinaya Pitaka is a Buddhist rules for the organization, Buddhist Sangha. And Sutra Pitaka is a Buddhist teaching, what the Shakyamuni Buddha said. And last one is Abhidharma Pitaka. Abhidharma Pitaka is a commentary books on the sutras. So commentary or thesis of what Buddha said. So because so many years passed and so many volumes of the Buddhist teachings, Tripitaka. So Honen Shonin was actually started reading all the book. And among the book, he found Master Shantao, a Chinese Pure Land master, called Commentary on the Meditation Sutra, called Kangyo no Sho in Japanese. So among many Buddhist sutras, he encountered a commentary on Meditation Sutra that was made by Master Shantao about 7th century. So in this commentary on Meditation Sutra, there was a sentence, very short, but he found the best teaching for himself. So that sutra in Japanese is 一心専念、皆妙高、行住座学、門自節句語、年々不捨者、全門正常修行、準備仏願語. So this is 一心専念 is like a single-heartedly and exclusively. Mida Myogo is to call Buddha name. And Gyoju Zaga is like while walking. So Gyo is a walking, and Ju is a standing, and Za is sitting, or Ga is lying down. So while walking, standing, sitting, or lying down, so that means always. So always to call Buddha name exclusively and single-heartedly, and 自節の不問を問わず、自節を問わず、自節の不問を問わず is like whether it's short or long, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So 不問自節苦言 is 自節の苦言を問わず is whether it's short time or long time, it doesn't matter. And 年々に捨てざるもの. So each moment you are mindful of Amida Buddha, and that's called rightly established practice. Rightly established practice. That is called これ、正常の業と名付く。これ、正常の業と名付く。So 正常の業 is a rightly established practice. And why the rightly established practice is next sentence is very important. 準備仏願語。準備仏願語 is the last 5 words, 5 letters of the Master Shantao sentence. Is かの仏の願に準ずるがゆえに. It's because Amida Buddha's wish. It's in accordance with Amida's essential vow. That's the meaning. And Master Honen actually encountered this sentence, very short, but he was very shocked to know the 5 letters, Junpi Butsuganko. It's in accordance with the essential vow of Amida Buddha. So before Honen Shonin, he wished to pursue the enlightenment. It is his wish, right? So he tried to pursue the wisdom from his own heart. However, Junpi Butsuganko is not your wish. It's actually Amida Buddha's wish. Amida Buddha set up everybody. So this is like Amida sent an invitation to everybody to be born into Amida Buddha land. So Amida Buddha invites everybody, without fail, to come to his land. So he realized that he tried to go to the enlightenment. He tried to go to Buddha's place, but it is not his wish. It doesn't matter. But it's already set up by Amida Buddha. So this is like invitation. So that invitation is called Tariki, or the other power. And on the other hand, precept, meditation, and wisdom is your own power. He tried to pursue, but that cannot. But Amida Buddha already set up everybody for, to come to the land. So Amida Buddha is extremely richest man because he can invite everybody, 100% people. And this life, some people are rich, some people are smart, many people are poor, not wise. There are always not fair things or unfair things happening in this world. But Amida Buddha established, he founded a country, he made a country that intended everybody without fail to be happy, right? So Amida Buddha sent invitation to everybody. And just like when we have a party, although you may be rich or you may be generous, we always have to limit the people. Limit the people, like, oh, this party is only for family, or this party is only for family and friends, this party is only 100 people. No matter how big, oh, this party is 1,000, but we cannot say everybody invited. And if everybody comes, it's that kind of happening. But Amida, he was extremely generous, the most compassionate one. He wished everybody truly to be happy. And he made a country. And please come. And if and the Honen Shonin realized that invitation came to him, already came to him from Amida Buddha. So when we realize invitation, I think, what do you do? Some people, if you are not familiar with Jodo Buddhism, oh, thank you for the invitation. I know it may be happy, right? But I don't believe you. I don't believe Amida Buddha. That's one of the answers. And even, we practice Buddhism, there are always some people that, oh, I thank you very much invitation. I know Buddha's place is excellent, but I like practicing, I like enjoying practicing my own way. I want to pursue the wisdom. That is, of course, another way, another answer. And then last is Honen Shonin. Yes, thank you, Amida Buddha. Wow, you already you sent the invitation. And we just say Namu Amidabu. Yeah, so RSVP is like Namu Amidabu. Buddha said, call my name. You can come to my land. Call my name. Just call my name. I truly, it's not like, truly, everybody, to be happy. That is Amida's most compassionate invitation we receive. Then what we can do is, oh, thank you, Amida Buddha. And if you realize, this invitation, there are also two things about our attitude that without question, we go to the Amida Buddha's place without question. And actually, Buddha says that, call my name, but it is Buddha's essential vow. It's Buddha's wish in accordance with the essential vow. So Jodo Shinshu realized, Shinran Shonin realized, even call my name is actually not necessary because you are already in a boat going to the Pure Land. How do you need more calling Buddha name? And then why calling Buddha name is because appreciation. It's appreciation of Amida Buddha. Thank you, Amida Buddha. We are all in a boat going to the Pure Land, Jodo. So that's the understanding, Jodo Shinshu. And that's a great understanding. And if we follow, what Honen Shonin said, we eventually come to that realization. We are already in a boat. It's because Amida's wish, right? Then how Jodo should see this invitation is, even though we sometimes have a party and we say that, oh, we have plenty food and we have plenty entertainment, just come, right? And then host say, just come, and then some people, oh, thank you, thank you very much for invitation, but I want to bring something. Yeah, so that's my from heart. So I want to make sushi to bring the party. I want to make cake. So that's actually up to you. It's completely necessary to go to the Pure Land, but it's actually up to you. So Jodoshu is, I think, Namu Amida Butsu. It's your own heart to practice Namu Amida Butsu. So the absolute tariki, the other power, zettai tariki, is that you don't need anything because you already in a boat going to the Pure Land. But Tariki is Jodoshu is that even though we are riding up on a boat, we say Namu Amida Butsu. We make an effort. We make an effort. Just like going to the party, we bring something. So that my understanding of Jodoshu. So anyway, Hoden Shonin, he tried to pursue the enlightenment, wisdom, by through his power, own power, jiriki. However, he, after reading so vast Buddhist teachings, that Tripitaka that leads to Kyo-ron, yeah? So he encountered Master Shantao's commentary on the meditation sutra. 一心戦で皆無語行住座が不問事絶古語年々者者全名症状死後準備仏願語 So in my YouTube channel, it's written Japanese word. And Japanese word, actually, when I was in the training at the head temples, before meal, we have about 5 minutes prayer before meal. So we sit down in front of the meal, and then we start prayer about 5 minutes. And this is one of the prayer. So every 3 times a meal, we recite 5 times prayer, 5 minutes prayer. And that actually means that encourage to memorize such an important sentence. And this sentence is called Kaishu no Mo, is a founding of Jodoshu document. So with this sentence, Honen Shonin realized the Amida's invitation, that the Amida's other power, and he founded Jodoshu. So extremely important. And during the time of training, there are some other prayers, and they encourage. Actually, we have to recite in front of the meal, right? So, but sometimes we are very hungry, and then say we try to say very fast, like a tongue twister. And then some teachers, oh no, that's not good. That's too fast. You say very mindfully. So too fast is not good, but generally we say, very fast before having a meal. And the other 5 letters, Junpi Butsuganko, is a very loud. Junpi Butsuganko! Yeah, because kind of expression of how hungry I am. So anyway, that Kaisho no Mo is a very utmost important, very important sentence for all Jodoshu follower, which is it's in accordance with essential Amida Buddha. Honen Shonin realized the new way, brand new way to go to the Pure Land, not from his empower. No need your self-wishing or willingness. It doesn't matter. It's already Amida sent an invitation to us, everybody. So in this life, to invite people, we have to select, but Amida, no selection, regardless race, nothing, no separation, everybody. What a great compassion and generosity that Amida made. And then Nama Amida Butsu is a way to go Amida Buddha. At the same time, also the meaning that expression of Amida Buddha. We try to, judge, oh, this is deep teaching, this is a Jodoshu teaching, this is a Jodoshu, but whatever we think, it's actually up to you who always make a decision, right? Make a decision is always you. Even though after we die, where are we going? It's actually you who believe. So it's your understanding is utmost important. And Honen Shonin was very generous person and very his teaching was very kind and gentle, and then yet thinking of everybody. So thank you very much, and we start the service. And today, page 5, Vandana Ti-Sarana, please. I go to the Buddha for God. I go to the Dharma for God. I go to the Sangha for Page 6, Shuka Tsukikage. Okay, thank you very much. Now, page, oh, hi, Rebecca-san. Morning. Page 12, Koge. Oh, hi, Kari-san. Good morning. Koge. I aspire for my mind to be like the light of wisdom. With every thought, I burn this incense of discipline and meditation to dedicate myself to the past, present, and future Buddhas of the 10 directions. I wholeheartedly take refuge in the Buddhas who eternally dwell in the lands of the 10 directions. I wholeheartedly take refuge in the Dharma, the teachings which eternally exist in the lands of the 10 directions. I wholeheartedly take refuge in the Sangha, the community which eternally exists in the lands of the 10 directions. We reverently call upon Amida Buddha, the world honored one to enter this sacred place. We reverently call upon Shuka Tsukikage, the enlightened one to enter this sacred place. We reverently call upon the Tathagatas of the 10 directions to enter this sacred place. The harmful actions I have done in the past are all derived from my inherent greed, anger, and division. Born of my conduct, words, and thoughts, I now repent them all. Junen. Namu Amida Buddha, 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 Namu Amida Buddha. Page 17, Kaikyo-ge. The vast, profound, and wondrous Dharma, even after 100,000 million eons, is difficult to encounter. We now here receive and uphold it. May we understand the true message of the Tathagata. Page 42. Page 42. Shinjin Ganmon. 仏説官無量儒教大工新人官も普通も南部大平思想上意識東京官無量儒地蔵公明南東地無量儒仏心妙薬千万の九山天元武断言直仏心60万国なゆうたごがしゃゆ準備権略偶然論伝用語主義戦仏言用次大会推奨逆運用新書演術公明領主義戦義仏連公明約六三千大先生公演公有約万のなゆかごがしゃけむいちちけ仏約主仏系菩薩理者無量寿仏八万四千วิจิโตกะคือ八万四千วิโยโกอิจิจิโกคือ八万四千โกอิจิจิโกโยเห็นโยจิโกเสกันเต็มคือชื่อโยเสชื่อคือโลโกโยโซโลคือโยเกบุคือคือกาคือเสกตันโตคือโซโยชเห็นเห็นเห็นชีจิชาโซเกนจิโตอิสัยโชบุจุยเกนโชบุโกเห็นบุสัมมาอิสาเจคันชาโยคันอิสัยบุชอิคันบุชินโตยักเข็นบุชินบุชินยาไดจิอิเนอิบุเอนเอชโอชุโยทาจิคันชาทาชินตาเตโชโชบุจุคือโชบุเตโกอิชาโมโตเกชินไดคัมบุโยจุคัมบุโยจุบุชาจุวิจิโตโลยุตังคัมมิเข็นยักบุโยโยโยเข็นมิเข็นยักโลชาชิวันชีเข็นโตโลจิเข็นโตเข็นบุโยจุบุชาโชเข็นจิโกบุโยโชบุโกเข็นบุโยโชบุโกโชบุเข็นPage 42, the visualization of Amida Buddha. The Buddha said another and by the he. When these perceptions are achieved, you should next visualize the physical attribute and radiant light of the Buddha of immeasurable life after use. Ananda, you should know that the body of Amida Buddha is as glorious as 100,000 million pieces of gold in the Jambu River of Yama heaven. His height, 60 trillion miles, is as countless as the sands of the Ganges. The white dot of hair between his eyebrows, towering to the right, is like 5 mountains snow. The Buddha's eyes, like the waters of the four great oceans, the blue and white are distinct. Every pore of his body radiates bright light like Mount Snow. The Buddha's aurora is as expansive as 10 billion of the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and within this round aura are hundreds of thousands of millions, as countless as the sons of the Ganges of transformation Buddhas. Each of these Buddha manifestations also has a assembly of countless manifestations of bodhisattvas as attendants. The Buddha of infinite life, Amida Use, has 84,000 major marks. Each of these attributes also have 84,000 minor marks of excellence, and each of these also has 84,000 rays of light. Each ray universally shines upon the realms in the 10 directions, embracing and never forsaking all living beings calling Amida Buddha's name. His light, physical attributes, marks, and transformation Buddhas cannot be fully explained. Only through the deep contemplation can you see them in the mind's eyes. If you experience this, you will see all the Buddhas of the 10 directions. This ability to see all the Buddhas is called Nenbutsu Samadhi. For me, this visualization is called the visualization of the bodies of all the Buddhas. By envisioning the Buddha's body, you also see the Buddha's mind. The Buddha mind is great compassionate soul, embracing all beings with unconditional compassion. Those who practice this discard their bodies for the other world, shall be born before all the Buddhas and realize insight of non-writing. For this reason, the wise one directs their thoughts to clearly envision Amida Use, the Buddha of immeasurable life. To visualize the Buddhas of immeasurable life began with one attribute and mark. First, simply visualize a white tuft of hair between his eyebrows until it appears perfectly clear. When you see the white tuft of hair between his eyebrows, the 84,000 attributes and marks will naturally appear. As you see the Buddha of immeasurable light, you will also see the innumerable Buddhas of the 10 directions. Having gained the vision of innumerable Buddhas, with all the Buddhas before you, you will receive the prediction of your future enlightenment. This complete visualization of all the physical features of the Buddhist body, called the ninth visualization. To practice in this way is called light visualization. Any other practice is called unorthodox visualization. Page 23. Page 23. Honzei-ge. Ida Honzei-gan Roku-naku Shio Santo Eko Sokusho Musho Amida Buddha's original vows are the essential gate to the ultimate peace. May this merit be transferred equally to enable us to immediately immerse in the pure Junen. Namu Ami Namu 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 Ami Namu Ami Namu Namu Ami Namu. Page 53. 53. Ichimai Kisho. 慎み敬って拝読し立てまつる宗祖大師法然上人ご遺君一枚起請門もろこし我が町にもろもろの知者たちもさかしもされる観念の念にもあらず また学問をして念の心を悟りて申し念仏にもあらず、ただ往生極楽のためには南無阿弥陀仏と申して疑いなく、往生するぞと思い取りて申す他には別の司祭そうらわず、ただし三人死守と申すことのそのは皆欠場して南無阿弥陀仏にて往生するぞと思ううちにこもりそうなり、この神をく限こと存んでは二尊の哀れみにあずれ本願に漏れそうべし。念仏を神殿人はたとえ一代の法をよくよく学すとも、一問口のうどんのみなして、天入道の無知の友柄に同じして、死者の振る舞いをせずして、ただ一向に念仏すべし、長のために良心をもってす、浄土宗の安心企業、この一心に至極せり、言空が諸鈍この他に全く別義を存ぜず、別語の邪気を防がんがために諸鈍の印を案ず、権略理年正月23日、大師ご飯。Page 52, the One-Sheet Testament. Many Buddhist masters and scholars in China and Japan have understood Nenbutsu as a contemplation of Amida Buddha and the Pure Land. However, I understand it differently. The recitation of the Nenbutsu does not come from studying and understanding its meaning. To be born in Amida Buddha's Pure Land, we need only to say Namu Amida Butsu and believe without a doubt that we will attain birth there. Resolutely reciting the Nenbutsu and believing in birth in the Pure Land naturally give rise to the three minds and the four modes of practice. Should I withhold any deeper wisdom beyond the Nenbutsu, may I then lose sight of the compassionate of Amida Muni and Amida Buddha and slip through the embrace of Amida's portion above. Those of you who put your trust in the Nenbutsu, even if you thoroughly study the teachings that Shakyamuni taught during his lifetime, you should become like an unlettered, ignorant one or untrained devotee and not show any pretense of a learned person, but intently practice the Nenbutsu. I hereby seal this document with the imprint of both my hands. The peaceful mind and practice of Jodoshu are fully imparted here on the one sheet. I, Genku, have no other teaching than this. To prevent any misinterpretations after my passing away, I make this final testament, transcribed on the 23rd day of the first month of Kenryaku second. Page 24. 24、Shoyakumon。法明返上実法世界念仏主上世修福者。The infinite light of Amida Buddha illuminates the 10 directions of the world, and all who call upon his name shall be received and never abandoned. Namu Amida Buddha, Namu Amida, Namu Page 62, dedication of merit. I revere the king of the great compassionate bonds, Amida Buddha, the dispatcher and founder of the teaching Shakyamuni Buddha, all the Buddhas, as many as the sons of the Ganges in the six directions, Ganmon, Seishi, all the great bodhisattvas, the large assembly of archaic breed, the beings of the pure and great oceans, and the three treasures and great compassion. May there be harmony below the heavens with the sun and the moon shining brightly. May the wind and rain be timely and disasters and calamity not arise. May nations be bountiful, people safe, and armies and weapons not to be used. Let us revere birth and humanity and cultivate respect and humility. Our High Patriarch Gomyo, the Great Master Shandao, our founder, the Great Master Enko, Tozen, Ejo, Kokaku, Jikyo, Meisho, Wajun, Honi, Daishi, Honen Shoju. The second Patriarch, National Teacher, Daisho, Shoju, Shoko Shoju. The third Patriarch, the Recording and Meditation Master, Kishu, Ryochu Shoju. The light of the transmitting the Pure Land and all the great patriarchs by realizing the compassionate blessing. The founding master of our temple, the restorer, and all the priests who serve this temple with a Fugen practice will achieve perfect enlightenment. My prayers to my teachers and ministers, to my father and mother, to all the temple members, donors, and all living beings with whom I have karmic connections. May all those who are living experience joy, prosperity, and longevity without limit. May those who have died escape from suffering and transcend to be born into the pure. We pray for the peace and stability of our temple and for complete affinity with the past. May we be completely free of hindrances and cultivate our practice of the Buddhist path. Since the founding of this temple, to all the members, the daily and monthly memorial tablets, the recently deceased, those in the intermediate stage of existence, and to all spirits, may we cultivate virtues so that they may be enlightened. We bow here on with the virtues accumulated from this place of practice to transfer our merit to our beloved ones for their happiness and achievement of enlightenment. また願わくは戦士病持つ王難老子三害万礼文無縁内視崩壊平等利益 Page 26 願西苦毒平等性一切道法中菩大師 We aspire for these merits and virtues to be equally bestowed upon all, and may we together develop the aspiration for enlightenment to achieve birth in the pure land of peace and bliss. Junen. Namu Amida Bu, 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 Namu Amida, Namu Amida Bu, Namu Amida. Page 27. However innumerable sentient beings are, I honestly vow to enlighten them all. However inexhaustible delusions are, honestly vow to extinguish them all. However immeasurable the Buddha's teachings are, I honestly vow to comprehend them all. However incomparable enlightenment is, I honestly vow to attain it by all means. I sincerely wish to share the blessing with all beings. Together we are born into the pure land of ultimate bliss to achieve the way of the Buddha. Sanshourai. Let me now call upon all the Buddhas to return to their lands. We offer incense and flowers in appreciation to send them home. We ask for your compassionate guidance and protection. May those who have gone before us to encourage us to attain birth in the pure. Junen. Thank you very much. Today's founding document by Honen Shonin was especially emphasized by the second founder, Shoko Shonin, Pencho Shonin, that he mentioned that after Master Honen encountered this short sentence by Master Shantaro, he founded Jodoshu. So that is at the most important for Jodoshu follower. 一心千年、南の五行十座学問自節空語、年々不捨者全部症状死後、準備仏願語。So, if possible, please remember this, memorize this sentence, very short. So, in English, to recite single-heartedly and exclusively the name of Buddha Amitabha while walking, standing, sitting, and lying down without regard for length of time, and to engage in the recitation of the name of Buddha Amitabha without cessation throughout one's life. This is called the rightly established practice because it is in accordance with the essential vow of Buddha Amitabha. So once again, this is because in accordance with the Buddha Amitabha essential vow. So once again, thank you very much. And please enjoy a happy Easter and happy Sunday. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, I think in the future, I'm trying to use Zoom. So mutual communication. Not that this is kind of only one way, but by Zoom we can do together. So if you are interested, please let me know. I want to together study especially the second founder Shoko Shoni, the words. So if you are interested, please let me know. And also your comments, you watching from where is very appreciated. Thank you very much.